Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Saying It Like It Is. Recently, I was watching Lexi's new video. She's talking about the exploitation from the gig economy companies. And she's right. But I want to add is that it's not just the gig economy companies themselves. You also got these restaurants, and you also got these customers, and you also, in certain areas, you got the town, and specifically my location where I do the DoorDash and ubereats. The town decided to do major construction where? Right at the hot spot where all the restaurants are located. Right around the holidays. Right around when everybody's going out and shopping for the holidays, they decided to do it now. They couldn't wait after New Year's. The stupidity and the mentality of this whole state, never mind just the town. And they're blocking off major entrances or access points to these plazas where you need to go there and pick up the offers. And it's creating delays. And also creating delays with traffic. The traffic is backed up for miles. All day. So when I see an offer that is going, let's say, 7 miles or 8 miles, and it's supposed to take me with the going there and picking up the order, and then waiting for the offer, and then dropping it off to the customer, where it should be 20 minutes, now that they added this construction in here, it's going to take about an hour. So whatever the offer is paying, it has to be almost double that, because the offers are paying so low as it is. It has to be double that for me to accept that offer. Not because of me, because the town decided to do a major project right around the shopping season. And then you got restaurants, they could care less for the gig economy orders. They leave them at the end, they leave them last. They don't have certain items. Pretty much almost all the stores in this location, they keep running out of stuff. Now, I talked about KFC in my previous videos, talking about what's going on with them and with Panda Express. Yesterday, I had to go to Dunkin' Donuts, and they were missing 7 donuts of the customer's order. Now, I can imagine 1 or 2. 7. They were missing 7 donuts, and also the cherry on top. They were also missing 2 apple fritters in that order as well. So 90% of the order was missing. There you go. They're constantly running out of items. You constantly have to get in contact with customers, causing delays. So you got restaurant delays, and then you got these stupid construction delays on top of it, and the payout is so lousy. Why should you accept it? There you go. So it's not just the gig economy companies themselves that are exploiting this whole thing. Everybody doesn't care, and they all could care less. They could care less. The towns don't care. The customers don't care. The restaurants don't care. The gig economy companies don't care, so the driver's going to say, I don't care too. Like I said, you get what you give. If this is what you give, this is what you're going to get. And the whole thing about the companies hiring new drivers, they might not necessarily be new to the gig economy occupation. Who's to say? How do they know? Oh, a lot of drivers say, the reason they're hiring the new drivers because they're the ones who are going to be picking up these $3 and $4 offers. But how do you know these new drivers, they're new to this platform, to this company, but they may have been working with other apps for the past 2 and 3, 4 years. So even though they're new, they can still be cherry pickers and veterans with other apps. So they know how this whole thing works. So it's on a whim. if they're brand spanking new to the whole idea of working or the occupation of working with the gig economy. But they could be drivers that could be working for other gig economy apps. Who's to say? How do you know? How does the companies going to know? They could be hiring new drivers, but it could turn out to be they're hiring more cherry pickers. So there you go. If you want an example, like Pedro. Pedro was just only doing the DoorDash, the Uber Eats, the Instacarts, the catering apps. This year he decided to go on Spark. Yeah, he was new on Spark, but he's a veteran in the gig economy. He has experience working with other apps. He knows how to pick orders, what to accept, how to cherry pick, what not to accept. So Spark could be thinking, oh, he's a new driver, but doesn't necessarily mean he's new to the type of occupation. Not necessarily. So they're hiring even more cherry pickers, thinking that they found a loophole. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. When you're signing up with other apps, they don't tell you, do you have any experience working with the gig economy? They don't have that in part of the, what do you call it, qualifications. When you sign up with other apps, they don't ask you, have you worked with other gig economy companies? That question never comes up, right? When you're signing up, so they don't know. So there's so many factors that go into this that's creating a mess. So there you have it. Let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Me personally, right now, the way things are, the offers have to be higher. They don't know, or they do know, or they don't know. I could care less. All I know is it's taking double and triple the time right now to do these deliveries. And I'm seeing other trends that don't make any sense either. Uber Eats was not the main app. Now it has turned into the main app. All of a sudden, Uber Eats payouts are way better than DoorDash, out of the blue. But for 2 months, it was DoorDash, and then all of a sudden, DoorDash decided not to send double offers, or let's say stacked offers anymore. They're all single. And they are going to the same location because you're seeing offers coming back to back, and you're seeing these customers are pretty much in the same location. DoorDash, why don't you stack them? They ain't worth anything by themselves anymore. They're not. And especially right now, in this situation, in this location, single offers are not worth anything with the payouts that they're sending. If you don't stack them, they're not going to be delivered. And what do they keep doing? They keep doing sending single offers constantly. Where they could be stacking them, they're sending single offers. On the other hand, Uber Eats understands the situation because they're telling you, you still have construction in your area? So they know. Uber Eats knows, but DoorDash doesn't. How is it Uber Eats knows, but DoorDash doesn't? There you go. And they're telling you, is there still construction in that location? Is it still backed up in that location? And you hit yes or no on the bottom on the Uber Eats app. So Uber Eats knows how to send the offers now, and most of them are stacked. And where DoorDash used to be mostly stacked offers, now they're single. Now that we need stacked offers more than ever, now they're making them all singles. And single offers, they ain't worth nothing right now. In this location, they ain't worth nothing. You have to accept a stacked order right now to make it decent to do DoorDash in this location. But it's like talking to a wall when you're trying to communicate and get your message across to these gig economy companies. Enough said. But the factor is a lot of factors. The gig economy companies is part of it. Then you had the customers in there that don't want to tip. They know the situation with the traffic. They know that it's going to take forever for them to get their order. And they still won't tip. And you got restaurants, they don't care. And you got a town that doesn't care either. So when you add all those four into the mix, it's creating havoc. And it's making a mess trying to accept these offers. Pretty much said. What did I leave out? There's probably even more drama on top of that too. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope your locations and your markets are at least a little bit better than this. That's all I'm going to say. And with that, I'll let everybody go, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.